Get your umbrellas and your raincoats out. We're racing here under the raindrops here in Nebraska Speedway. The second race of the first round of the playoffs, the eliminator race. Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin already locked into the next round. We got Kyle Larson and Joey Logano, as well as Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch at risk of elimination here today, as well as Buescher, Bowman, Elliott, Gibbs, Bell, Keselowski as well, all in that fight to get into the next round, to the round of 8, in order to have a shot at the final 4. But very obvious here, it is pouring rain here at the Nebraska Speedway. We're going to be here racing at the Roval, the second road course race of the season. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all kinds of content with this series. But the downpour here is big. Puddles and standing water all over the place. The rain tires are on these cars. They're getting ready to go. And once they start going, there's going to be those big rooster tails coming off the back of the car. And they're going to be having a lot of a lack of visibility. But let's get to your drivers to watch for. Christopher Bell, he's third in points. He just needs to finish this race inside the top 20. And he's practically locked into the next round. He could finish a little bit farther out of the top 20 as well if a couple people DNF. However, he is looking to be a lock into the next round. And then right next to him, starting to his outside, it's Chris Buescher. He's 4 points to the good. Can he make it into the next round? And maybe if he can make it into the next round, there will be 2 RFK cars in the round of 8. And that will be one heck of an accomplishment for that organization. But he's looking for a good day today. And then Martin Truex Jr., he's on the opposite end that Chris Buescher is. He's 4 points below the cut line. Can he be able to make it into the next round? Maybe make it into the final 4 2 years in a row to close out his AAPCS career. He's already got a win this season, and it was at Martinsville Speedway a couple weeks ago. We'll see what he'll be able to do. And then Joey Logano won the regular season finale to get into the playoffs based on points, and he's below the cut line by 15 points. So we'll have to see what he'll be able to do. Maybe he'll be able to scrounge up some points here today. And then Kyle Larson, only 1 point better than Joey Logano. He's 14 below the cut line. He's looking for something good here today. He didn't qualify too well and didn't show a whole lot of consistency in the practice sessions, so he has a lot of weight on his shoulders right now. And then Kyle Busch, he's 9 points below the cut line, out of the playoffs still. Can he possibly gain some more ground on these other drivers around him? He won earlier in the season at Phoenix, but a very, very different track compared to this. But we'll see what they'll be able to do. And the cars roll off here. Let's get to your starting lineup. On the front row, it's 2 Chris's, Christopher Bell and Chris Buescher. And then row number 2, we got Joey Logano, the Talladega winner, to the inside of the Season 3 inaugural Roval winner, William Byron. Then we got Alex Bowman on a winless streak of 33 races to the inside of Noah Gragson. Then we got Tyler Reddick and Martin Truex Jr. in row number 4. And then we got Ty Gibbs and Chase Elliott, the fan favorite and one of the most hated drivers, in row number 5. Then we got Austin Cindric next to his old driver of that car, Brad Keselowski, in row number 6. And as the rest of the field goes by on your screen, we're going to have a lot of good racing here. This is the first ever rain race that we have ever had in this series, so we'll have to see how it will go. We might see a bit of hydroplaning. We might even see some just regular old lockups turn into hydroplaning, and could be seeing some major crashes if that would be the case. But we'll have to see how that goes. The grass is very, very muddy at the moment, so spinning through the grass will not be preferred. But Race Facts here, sponsored by Spoiler Diecast. Christopher Bell sits on pole. We got 10 laps here around this facility, 32 cars in the field, and Chase Elliott was the last one to win this race. And be sure to head on over to Spoiler Diecast and use code AAPCS at checkout to get 5% off and free shipping on all orders that are $20 and more. And as the cars are getting ready to come off of turn number 6, these cars, they're singing in the rain, green flags in the air at Nebraska. Christopher Bell got a good jump on Chris Buescher. Logano now up into second. The Rooster tails are high as they dive down into the infield road course section. Through the carousel, Bell getting really loose as Buescher's trying to fight back against Joey Logano. Buescher gets loose coming back onto the oval section, but Logano's going to try and get away, and we got trouble already. No caution yet. It's John Nemechek going around for a spin. No yellow. He gets it back going. That's a self-spin from the number 42 car. Coming off of turn at number 5 into turn 6, he spun it. Tough start to the day for John Nemechek as Chris Buescher's going for the lead on Christopher Bell. Down into the infield road course, Christopher Bell falls to second, and now Chris Buescher leads the race as Bowman gets up into third. He's fighting with Joey Logano. Logano gets loose. Coming on to the oval section, here comes Tyler Reddick, 3 wide for the third spot. Bowman falls to fourth, Logano down to fifth, and Reddick in P3. Tyler Reddick now setting his sights on the 20 of Christopher Bell, the regular season champion, fighting third place in points. We got a yellow. Oh, Ty Gibbs hard into the wall. And we got Austin Cindric hopping the curb as Noah Gragson has spun around with the Ty Gibbs. And a major crash coming through the oval section, or the Roval section. Oh, what a hit for the 54 of Gibbs. And wow, look at Cindric absolutely jumping the curb, trying to avoid the crash. What a hit for the 54 of Ty Gibbs, the playoff driver in fifth in points, I believe. Now definitely going to be out of that spot. Oh, what a hit for the 54. The 10 had nowhere to go. It looks like the 54 just got loose coming off of the corner, got into the grass. That really messed up his grip and shot across the track. And Austin Cindric, he's on pit road checking the other side of that car. That seems fine. He was not a part of the incident as he was just trying to avoid the crash and just went over the curb. But we see the choose rule here. Chris Buescher on the inside lane for this restart. Bell's going to be on the outside. Reddick and Bowman make up row 2. Green flags back in the air in the inside lane. Doesn't get you going. Christopher Bell in the outside. Here comes Bowman. 3 wide for the race lead. He goes to the top spot as Bell stays in second. Buescher falls to third into the infield road course section. Bowman yet to win a race this season in the lead, and we got trouble. Reddick elbow up in the air, and Joey Logano buried underneath the 45, and a big crash going through the carousel. Logano's going to back out of that, and he's going to have to drop the 45. But what a crash going into the carousel. Taking a look at it, oh my goodness. You can see Reddick trying to see if he can get off the 22, but yeah, it looks like that the rear tires or something tried to outrun the front tires and absolutely spun the 45 around. And we can see what happened to Logano here. Oh, he got spun by the 19 of Truex. It looks like Truex bumped him. See if we can get a closer look here. You can see them there. Oh, it's really hard to tell, but it looks like Truex might have gotten into the 22. We're having it listed here, but Truex might have been the one to send Logano into the 45. And as Logano brings it to the garage, we're going to be having single file restarts for the rest of this race. A call made by the officials of this series. Coming back to green, Bowman leads us to the line. Green flags back in the air. 4 laps to go. Let's see if we can get it done. Bowman with a great jump. Going down the backstretch, he goes. Christopher Bell and Chris Buescher both fighting. Here comes Chris Buescher. Let's take a look at the cut line here. He's plus 17. Truex now making a move on his teammate Christopher Bell, as now he's plus 13 above the cut line. He was minus 4 coming into this race. Ty Gibbs is looking for a miracle here, but it doesn't look like that's going to be coming here any soon, as Truex is on the hunt. He's up in the P2 now chasing down the HMS 48 of Alex Bowman. On board with him now, looking for his 6th career win in this series. 2 laps to go at the line. And we got trouble on the front stretch. 3 cars piled in. Everyone scattering, trying to avoid them. The caution is out. Not what Martin Truex Jr. wanted. And we see here, Jones with the bent toe link, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with major damage. Austin Dillon trying to pull away. But what happened here? Coming off turn 6. The 47 slammed the outside wall. Can't tell if that was due to the rain or the 43 getting into him. Oh no, it looks like the 43 got into him, and the 43 lost it as well. And Austin Dillon had nowhere to go. And the 42, 41, 21, 38, and 7 all trying to scoot by. Man, that is not what Martin Truex Jr. or Alex Bowman wanted. Both of them were looking to possibly get into the next round with these finishes, but now they are in the clutches of the field. So this is going to be quite a battle. All Truex needs to do is just keep his nose clean and keep his car straight, and then maybe he'll be able to make it into the next round. He is plus 13, so he just can't lose those 13 spots. But coming back to green with only 2 laps to go, it's overtime here in the rain. Green flag's back in the air. Truex gets a better jump than Alex Bowman to the inside for the race lead. He's cleared him. Bowman trying to cross over. He's going to back off going into the Roval section, though. Down the backstretch, they go. Alex Bowman through the carousel, hopping the curb. White flag in the air. Truex goes wide. Bowman's to the inside, trying to get that lead to the inside, trying to make it happen. Bowman hasn't won in 30-plus races. Truex trying to get his 2nd win of the season and his 6th of his career. He tried to send Bowman. He's getting loose in the rain. Off of turn 6, Bowman wins it at Nebraska.
Yes! Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's amazing.
What a way to get your 4th career win in this series. Alex Bowman is victorious and continues the win streak for HMS at this facility. And we see here, this is the replay. Truex, it all started by Truex going wide, coming to take the white, and Bowman stayed on his inside the entire time. He drove the defensive line going through the carousel, and then Truex went really wide coming to the checkered, but Bowman was able to get it.
I should probably do my best not to get this one stuck.
And as he says that, he gets the car stuck in the grass. Here are your results after today. Alex Bowman takes home the victory, the 4th of his career. Truex with a runner-up finish. Chris Buescher's finishing a solid 3rd. And your pole sitter Bell coming home with a top 5. And Elliott rounds out the top 5 with that finish. And of course, in this race, every point counts. So Kyle Larson finishing 10th could have put him in jeopardy of missing the playoffs. We saw the cut line graphic as they were coming to the white flag, so maybe he could have had something happen, but it does not look likely that he is into the next round, all probably because of the DNF. And there it is. Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, and Kyle Busch have been eliminated from the playoffs after today. That means Bell, Hamlin, Bowman, Reddick, Keselowski, Elliott, Truex, and Buescher all still have a fighting chance going into New Hampshire. And it was going to be Rockingham. However, there was some construction work being done that could not be completed in time at that facility. So New Hampshire was our standby track and will be the opener for the round of 8. Well, what a phenomenal race here today in the rain. It's still pouring here as Alex Bowman and his team is celebrating on the front stretch. But it was quite the race here today in this track. The first ever rain race of this series, and it was quite the banger. We'll have to see if we'll be able to do this at an oval at some point. But for now, the road courses are the only tracks that we will be doing this on. But again, solid finishes for a lot of drivers here today. But going into next week at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the first race of the round of 8, a lot of drivers there will be favored, some may not, but we'll have to see what they'll be able to do. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you all at New Hampshire. Loudon's going to be a fun race, so we'll see you all there.